Good morning to you once again on this conversation. You know, we have been talking about it, on the table a lot of times. When the president did this, there was a lot of, controversy. Even Atiku came out to speak and he said that, he believed that some of the names were not the best. We saw the Ogoni Five, we saw Herbert Macaulay. But then this particular Miriam Sanda is one that has really drawn a lot of conversation on social media, knowing the fact that at some point, I think that was 2017 or so, when the issue happened, she had killed, her husband, and it went viral. Everybody was talking about it. People are now arguing that why give clemency to such a person, that has committed this kind of atrocity? That has been, the conversations. But Uncle Sam, quickly, what are some of the things you pick from this, and the clemency as well? Do you think that some of the names should not have been there?
Well, first off, we have to say that even the Attorney General of the Federation has said, well, there's no finality about the list, and we have to grant them that prerogative as well. Yeah. That they've said there's no finality in the list. But the first thing we have to understand is, what is the meaning of prerogative of mercy? The prerogative of mercy means that the president is granted the power to forgive whoever he wants to forgive. I think this thing it comes from a certain sense that the legal system is not the final arbiter for justice. That's why it says. That's why I know there's a line in the play by Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice, when it says, "Mercy seasons justice." As they talk with Shylock, the court scene. Now, having said that, there have been some people who have said, these people, they are drug dealers, they are kidnappers, they are these. If you want to give mercy, you give a mercy to a saint. You give mercy to people who have done really bad things. And if you want to give mercy, you have to decide. That's why it's called prerogative. You have the right to forgive who you want to forgive. And it shows that the canvas is open, and it's not in Nigeria alone that happens. That happens. It happens in the U.S. Every president does it. Even President Trump has done it. People will criticize it. Biden did it to his son. I think Clinton did it to his brother. And things like that happen. You decide who you want to forgive, and when you forgive them. And the idea of the person being in a criminal situation, he has committed murder, he has committed arson, he has done that, those things are very bad. But if we cannot forgive, how do we cleanse a society if there's no sense of forgiveness? If there's no sense of forgiveness. There's the story of the uproar against, it reminds me of the story of Jesus, when Jesus was confronted with the idea that a woman was going to be killed. And he said, if you have not committed sin, cast the first stone. It's to show that in society, a certain mob feeling always comes for the criminals. Though we are cleaner than the criminal. We are the society that created the platform for crime. So when a person forgives, let us even forgive the forgiver. We're not even in the mood to forgive the forgiver for forgiving. That's it. Remember the case when Jesus Christ was about to... I said that case of the woman was adultery. What of the case of the thief who was beside Jesus Christ before...
The cross of Calvary.
The cross of Calvary. He said, Lord, remember me when thou comest to thy kingdom. And what did Jesus Christ say? I say unto you today, thou shalt be with me in paradise. That was the thief. Now, the justice system was finished. Death, just like that of Sanda, was on the way, But they said, okay, I forgive you. Now, if you come to the case of Sanda, I've thought about it. Somebody said, oh, well, if you want to forgive her, she should serve a longer term. You have not served 2 days in prison to know what it is to be in prison. Murder for any reason is bad. One of them was a kidnapper who actually kidnapped a friend of mine in Delta.
Wow.
You know, who killed a driver and so on. Those are very bad people. They say, well, he has turned the corner. Who am I? Who am I to, just like the Pope said, who am I to say one man is more righteous than the other, and so on. Yeah. So if those people have committed bad things, but we are also supposed to say that, okay, what are the conditions? Have they shown any sense of remorse? Well, we'll see. The case of Sandra is, I've always said, is a case of trying to save 3 people, or how many children does she have? And one person, the father-in-law, that's the father of the husband, says we need her to come back and take care of these children. Right. Yeah. So, who do we want to save? We want to save one and imperil 2, or we save the 3 and give the other one another chance. It's a very difficult decision for people to want to say we want to take, because we have a very judgmental society.
Yes, it is.